Single parents, what's your best dating story? I'd been a single dad for 4 years when I matched with this woman on a dating app. My profile said it straight up. I have a 6-year-old daughter, she comes first always, and if you can't handle princess tea parties and endless questions about dinosaurs, keep scrolling. Her first message was, "Does your daughter accept new royal subjects? I make excellent pretend cookies, and I know some cool dinosaur facts." We texted for 3 weeks before meeting, and I warned her about everything. Bedtime at 8 sharp, no sleepovers yet. First dates meaning cold pizza at 9:30, and she never hesitated. Our first date almost ended before it began when my babysitter got sick an hour beforehand, so I texted to reschedule, and she replied, "Or I could come over and we order pizza. Your daughter can teach me about her favorite dinosaurs." I almost cried because for 4 years women either ran when they learned about my daughter or pretended she didn't exist, and here was someone who wanted to meet her on our first date. She showed up with a dinosaur puzzle, and my daughter opened the door announcing she'd lost another tooth, and the tooth fairy had only given her $3. She joked that the fairy was being cheap and said she got $5 per tooth as a kid, which made my daughter giggle so hard she snorted. I hadn't seen her laugh like that since the divorce. They built the puzzle on the living room floor while my daughter explained that T-Rexes can't clap because their arms are too short. Acting it out with her arms tucked in and watching them laugh together felt perfect. Then my daughter had a meltdown over a puzzle piece, full tears and screaming, and while I felt embarrassed trying to calm her, she got down on the floor and gently told her puzzles are hard, then showed her a video of baby otters holding hands and explained that when she feels upset, she watches them because they stay together no matter what, just like we do. My daughter slowly calmed down and 5 minutes later was asking questions about otters, completely forgetting the puzzle, and that's when I knew she was different. We dated 8 months before she met my ex-wife during pickup, and when my ex made a comment about her trying to replace her as our daughter's mom, she calmly said, "Your daughter has a mom. I'm just her friend who really likes her dad." And my daughter jumped in to say she knew everything about otters, including their moms. A year later, she moved in, and though I was nervous, the first Saturday I woke up to find them in the kitchen with a blanket fort, eating breakfast with all my daughter's stuffed animals, and she smiled and said Saturday mornings were for forts and cereal because house rules are house rules. 2 years later, she proposed to both of us at the aquarium in front of the otter exhibit, getting down on one knee with 2 boxes, a ring for me and an otter charm bracelet for my daughter, and told her she wanted to marry her dad only if she was okay with it, promising to always be there without ever trying to replace her mom. My daughter studied the bracelet and asked if she'd still make chocolate chip pancakes every Sunday with extra chocolate chips, and when she promised, my daughter smiled and said okay. We got married last spring with my daughter as the flower girl, and at the reception my ex-wife hugged her and later told her thank you for loving my daughter like your own. Recently, my daughter had a school project about someone important in her life, and instead of choosing her mom or a teacher, she talked about her, not as a stepmom, but as the person who showed her that love means making room